Number 5.
Kevin LePage at Talladega, one of the biggest bonehead moves I've ever seen made. I was involved in it.
Watch this, kid. Watch this.
A huge mistake on Kevin LePage's part to pull up front of this group.
When I first saw Kevin LePage pull out, I thought, no. You know, he's a veteran driver.
And he's rolling down pit road.
We saw him in this mirror.
The whole pack's coming up for...
Look out, here comes the pack.
He's not going to do this.
And I'm like, what?
They're all going to blow by you, so just stay low.
What?
He's not going to do this.
And here comes the pack.
Says, I'm just going to pull right out in front of traffic.
And the dumbass still pulls out in front of the pack.
My eyeballs get like this.
Everybody started trying to move over.
Oh, we got a spin. It's a tap for Wallace.
Right behind you.
Oh, my gosh.
Kind of should have stayed down on the apron.
I have no earthly idea what Kevin was thinking. He's obviously dreaming.
This is what you call brain fade.
Oh, the big one in turn one, heavy contact, cars in the walls.
I can believe that out of a rookie, but you're a veteran. How dumb can you be?
That was a veteran.
I realized that he's just not that bright.
It's kind of like the little old lady getting onto the freeway.
Usually I always pull out in front of traffic.
Yeah, they're going almost 200 miles an hour. They'll all just stop and let you out, Grandma.
He's in the middle of the biggest crash in the world that he started.
And it ended up being a pretty big mess.
One of the scariest things I've ever seen.
It was a bad call.
There's 40 other guys up there trying to spot these things. They couldn't see me coming out of this with this red and yellow race car. Then maybe they need to get new spotters.
He just doesn't make bonehead moves, but that was a colossal bonehead move.
Number 4.
There comes the leader, Juan Pablo Montoya, for his final stop.
When you have a car that's that dominant and you have one pit stop to make, don't screw up.
42 car was too fast on pit road in 2 different segments.
You know, I never badmouth NASCAR, but if they do this to me, I'm going to kill them.
Juan Pablo Montoya was the dominant driver by far in that race.
This was his race.
You're dominating the Brickyard 400.
He's got the race won.
Juan was going to win this race.
Had the Brickyard 400 trophy, had it in the bag,
In his hand.
right up until he got caught speeding.
42 car was too fast on pit road.
He comes down pit road under green.
And goes down pit road.
He was right there up against the edge.
And he was speeding.
I would have to throw the BS flag on that one. You know, the eye in the sky has the electronic timing. They see and they know. Too fast is too fast.
Got busted.
And it takes him out of contention.
I swear on my children and my wife, I was not speeding.
But it meant nothing.
There's absolutely no reason for him to be speeding.
Probably not the smartest move.
It lost him the race.
He was mad. He was real mad.
If they do this to me, I'm going to kill them.
I just wouldn't have wanted to be the guy to tell Juan, hey, you know how you thought you were going to win? That's not going to happen.
And I can't change it. It's what it is, and we just move on.
They better look at that. Tell them to look at it closer. I think I got to either oil in the tires or something.
The Montoya reaction in car was epic.
Thank you, NASCAR, for screwing my day.
Thanks, NASCAR.
Whether you're right or wrong or whatever happened, it's what it is.
One of the biggest miscalculations and goofs in the history of the sport.
This is number 3.
Jeff Gordon spinning down the inside.
Sterling Marlin, been unbelievable that day.
It was getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Sterling Marlin, he's got damage. He must have hit Gordon.
Sterling had some fender
The
damage.
race is not over. They're going to red flag the event.
They red flagged.
Everybody's piled up on the backstretch.
Everyone is sitting there stopped. And then
All of a sudden,
Sterling Marlin is jumping out of his car.
it was one of those,
Did he just...
what in the hell?
did he really?
Why is he getting out of the car?
What was he thinking?
You can't do that.
Did he think, no one's going to notice? What the hell, I'll just get out here and fix it.
He's going around to look at the right front fender.
And he goes over and he starts pulling on the fender.
Pulling that fender out.
Tries to repair the damage.
He's tugging on the fender.
Oh, he can't do that.
Sterling knows just as well as everybody.
You can't touch the car in a red flag.
You can't do that.
Even I know you can't do that. It was like he didn't think anyone was watching.
That was right on national television.
Everybody's watching.
He got caught.
You can't work on your car under the red flag. That's the NASCAR rule.
The second Sterling touched that fender,
NASCAR official just flew that door open.
he's like, what? How'd you know I was doing this? And immediately moves him to the back of the field.
Ward Burton wins the Daytona 500.
Check the flag is up, and Ward Burton is going to win the 44th Daytona 500.
The excuse he tried to use, he pulled out the Earnhardt card.
Well, I seen Earnhardt doing it at Richmond one time, so he got out and cleaned his windshield off, so I thought it was okay. Well, I guess it was.
He's just a good old boy from Tennessee, and that definitely showed he's definitely got some country in him to this day.
Unbelievable story. All-time greatest bonehead move ever.
Number 2.
When anything ever happens on the racetrack where we say, why did he do that? We always measure it against Mark Martin at Bristol in the nationwide race.
I can't believe anybody else would be that stupid.
Mark Martin's going to win the race.
Yo, Mark had that race in Bristol, won.
All he has to do is come back around to the start-finish line.
Mark Martin is going to get the white flag.
Came around to get the white flag.
He took the white.
Thought it was the checkered flag. Thought it was over. Thought the race was done.
He's coming down pit road.
Came off the racetrack.
He pulls off the racetrack.
Pulled into the pits.
Came down pit road.
What's going on?
He went toward victory lane.
Only problem was, we're not open yet.
Wait a minute, Mark, the race is not over.
The race had another lap to go.
Whoops. Not done yet. Well, it is now.
I don't believe it.
Mark Martin did that?
One of the greatest drivers the sport has ever seen had a lapse in concentration.
What happened?
There was a lap to go. There were 2 laps to go. Who can tell? It's hard.
You know something? Somebody else will do it probably one day.
I can't believe anybody else would be that stupid.
And David Green ended up winning that race. David Green won the championship that year. That's the only race he won.
David Green is going to win the race. I've been pulling for David Green to win really hard, but that's not like that.
He was so anxious to get to victory lane, he didn't bother to come back and get the checker.
I'm not going to just give that to Mark. I'm going to give that to the crew chief. I'm going to give that to the spotter. I'm going to give that to the owner. I'm going to give that to anybody that had a radio on their hip.
That's the stupidest thing ever done. There's nothing else I can say.
It's the dumbest thing he ever did in his career.
Mark's going to hear about that one until the end of time.
Thought it was over. Dinner will be ready at 5.
This is number 1.
7th caution. Oh, no, and Jeff Gordon. Where in the world? He's over at the exit turn, and Jeff Burton involved.
I've often asked the fans, don't they have something better to do than get excited about two 40-year-olds fighting?
Well, we've got a fight breaking out.
Yeah, Jeff's not happy. Jeff Gordon not happy.
I see the caution flag come out.
Under caution.
Under caution. The yellow's been out, and I see this smoke behind me.
You see all this smoke coming out of turn 2 on the opposite end of the racetrack.
What the heck's going on? When they go into turn 2, under caution, I might add, all of a sudden Jeff Burton goes up, whacks Jeff Gordon, turns Gordon completely around in the corner.
And a power move and shoving him into the wall.
Turned right, took out Jeff Gordon, put him in the wall.
Hard contact for the 24.
It looked real deliberate.
To me, like Burton did that on purpose.
What did I do wrong? You spun him under caution and you wrecked him.
Everybody has road rage. Just call it what it is.
I turned left, and he was turning left, and we just hung up, and when we hung up, off we went.
Jeff Burton's not like that.
So unlike Jeff Burton.
That's about 2 of the most unlikely guys you would expect to see in this situation.
Jeff, what the hell were you thinking?
That might have been the dumbest move I've ever seen by somebody that everybody thinks is smart.
For Jeff Gordon to be just a little bit peeved over that one is probably understandable.
Jeff is out of the car and appears to be okay.
Gordon gets out of his car.
He's marching up the backstretch.
He looks pretty pissed right now.
Burton gets out of his car.
I could tell by Burton's manner that he was wanting to talk.
Try to be a man about it and stand up and say, hey, you know, the primary cause of that was me.
I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good.
I'm like, I don't think he's want to talk, buddy.
These boys are not happy. Woo, get on!
Somebody hand some boxing gloves out because they're going to go after each other.
If you're that mad, just start swinging.
Well, we've got a fight breaking out. There weren't even words exchanged. This was in your face.
I don't know that I call that a fight. A little two-hander to the chest, that's a disagreement.
You're that frustrated as Jeff Gordon was, at least knock him on his ass.
You don't usually see Jeff Gordon get like that.
And I've never seen this out, Jeff Gordon. Man, there was no talk.
It was funny because you could see everybody slow down by the Jumbotrons. Everybody started checking up, almost rear-ending each other.
Every fan was watching it, pointing at, it's Gordon and Burton.
It's just in the moment, heat of the battle. Let's settle this right now.
The fight part was awesome. That's for sure. I thought that was the coolest part of the whole race.
For a ride to the infield care center, I don't know if I'd put them in the same ambulance.
Whoever made the decision to put Jeff Gordon and Jeff Burton,
Put them together in a closed boxed ambulance.
They should get a raise.
I wouldn't want to be in that ambulance. Actually, I would love to be a fly on that wall.
I just wish we had a camera in there.
Perhaps the most puzzling back-to-back events we've seen in a NASCAR race in a long while.
I don't blame him for being mad. I'd have been mad, too.
I don't blame him for being mad. I've been mad, too.
Jeff Burton screwed up. Jeff Burton said he screwed up. He admitted it. What more can you ask?
I don't have a bit of problem with what he did. He was mad. He should have been mad. You know, it is what it is.